We are here. I should be packaging Whatnot orders right now, but I am so excited. I have been waiting for these to come in the mail. Hopefully the camera quality is good, by the way. I'm testing out a new camera. Ooh, we got a lot today. Can I roll this out to the car? Thank you so much. The other night I was sleeping on the beach. That's why there's a mattress topper in the back of my car. There's a big one. I've been spending so much money on Whatnot. I know I'm a sponsored seller on Whatnot, but I actually spend more on that app than I sell on the app. I just find so much cool stuff, and some of that stuff you guys will see in today's video.
Maybe I should listen, not to get attached to you and you, not to get attached to you and you.
That's a good one. Another good one. Ooh, that's a really good one. Now, if you guys remember 3 months and 5 days ago, I made a video where I sold half of my personal collection on Whatnot, and I made $30,000 in a single day in one live stream. Well, as you guys can see, I have added quite a few pieces to my personal collection over the last 3 months. So it is time for yet another personal collection live sale. The quarterly closet cleaning has commenced. Even though I have many childhood memories with Twisted Metal, this is a little bit too big, so this will be one of the pieces that get sold in the personal collection live. The Peking Duck, a lot of people asked about this tee. It will probably remain in the personal collection for a little bit. It's currently in that little laundry bag because, as you can see, and then this one, this is probably the best shirt from that little stack, but the Black Flag test print. It's got this like Black Flag spray can printed throughout the tee, but sadly, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like it will be a little bit too big. So that may get sold. I will have the store updated probably like a week before the live stream. Make sure you click that top link in the description. That is a link to my Whatnot. If you use that link, you will get $15 off your first purchase. But once you download Whatnot, or if you already have Whatnot downloaded, you go to my profile. There is a show that is currently scheduled for December 7th at, I believe, 6 p.m. That time may change. It might be a little bit earlier. But either way, December 7th, I will have to say goodbye to quite a few beautiful pieces that I have collected. These shows are always the hardest. Now, of course, the reason that these shows are always the hardest is because your boy does not want to get rid of some of these pieces. I forgot to mention, I will be adding things. So there might even be some pieces that I say in this video that I do not plan on selling that I may add to the personal collection live sale that is exactly 1 month away. Follow me on Instagram to stay up to date with that. Thriftrow, THRIFTROW, just like my Whatnot. Thriftrow, THRIFTROW. Now back to your regular scheduled programming. One thing I don't really show off that much, art tees. I have a lot of art tees. I've talked about this before, but I recently got this Roy Lichtenstein single stitch on the USA made red bar anvil. That thing fits beautifully. Mustang Ranch, if you know, you know. If you don't need to. Then we have the Mosquito Head Jim Morrison. It's pretty decent measurements, but I would prefer it to be a little bit more boxy, so this may get sold. Also, if you've been eyeballing this Pearl Jam in Metallica, this was one that I originally purchased for the intention of having it in my personal collection. However, this is going to be sold in tomorrow's Whatnot live stream. I do Whatnot lives every single Thursday. Sometimes I go live Wednesday after I post the video. I'm sad to see this one go because this is probably one of the best Pearl Jams. Definitely top five. I really don't want to unfold these. Guess I'll unfold one of them. You have the anatomy of the eyeball. You're absolutely enthralled and just dying to see the anatomy of the ear on a t-shirt. You can just go watch that video. I just separated these by category. First up, we'll call this the true vintage category. Smith & Wesson gun tee makes me look buff. Remington gun tee makes me look buff. STP son of a gun Richard Petty racing tee. Yes, you guessed it, makes me look buff. I do not know why I need 2 yellow true vintage tees that make me look buff. And then we have the Round Valley Elks. This shirt is extremely random, but I love the fade. It just kind of has this crazy fade to it. It's got all these paint marks, nice and thin. Fits me amazing. Moving on to another quick category that we can go through very quickly. We have the Traffic movie promo. I have never seen this shirt. Sadly, it does fit a little bit big, so it actually may get sold, but damn. And then we have the Boys in the Hood. This thing fits amazing, nice and boxy, as you can see. Beautiful fade. Now onto the band tees. This Lollapalooza will probably get sold. I originally got this for myself, but I have the other colorway of this same tee. Ooh, the Soundgarden. This thing is a grail. If you guys watched the video where I went to Vegas, you guys saw me pick this up. This thing is definitely in the personal collection. I have boiled this in hot water and washed it probably like 50 times, and hopefully eventually it'll look pretty similar to this beautifully faded Red Hot Chili Peppers. You can see the difference in color when you look at the stitch. The soft tee tag is one of the best vintage blanks. And as you can see, it's a Red Hot Chili Peppers fractal, 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 fractal. I was supposed to transition into showing you a really cool Red Hot Chili Peppers. I was also going to show you a really cool Nirvana, Come As You Are, but I cannot seem to find them. I clearly did not come as I am to find some of those pieces. That being said, hopefully I find them before December 7th because I am planning on auctioning those off as well. Since I added that Soundgarden and another Soundgarden that you will see, I'm going to sell 2 personal Soundgardens. I've had this in the personal collection for quite some time, and then this one right here is probably one of the hardest ones to sell, but this is the Soundgarden Black Hole Sun on the Balls Out tag. I think there's one listed online for like $1,500, but this is a crazy, crazy piece. I'm planning on auctioning this off on December 7th, starting at $1, so please go bookmark the show. Please, please, please. Hopefully it does good. It's gonna start at $1, so we will see what it ends up going for on Whatnot. Some of these are pieces as well that I'll probably be selling, like the Snoop Dogg, that Snoop, some rap tees, Montel Jordan, Blink 182, Tool, Candlebox, 311. That's not supposed to be in this pile. That's not for sale yet. Anyways, more band tees. 80s or 90s, Cowboy Junkies, Jesus and Mary chain, automatic little radio promo, single stitch. This thing is amazing, fits me oh so great. The Smithereens also fits me oh so great. The Monsters of Rock tour also fits me oh so great. My other Soundgarden Grail with the slime spell out on the back. This fits me a little bit bigger, but I do not mind. My favorite Marilyn Manson. It's actually probably a tie between this one and another one that I recently traded, which you guys will see soon. This is from a music video, Beautiful People, and the cinematography in that particular video has always kind of inspired me. Bathtub Gin, and then it says Smashed on the back. It's like a grunge band that opened up for Pearl Jam. A little piece of Pacific Northwest history. The Neville Brothers 2001 Tool fits me nice and boxy. Does need a little repair right there. I might end up selling this one though because I also got this 1997. The fade and just the alien embryo back hit. Alien embryo. Then we have another Lollapalooza. La 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 lola lola la la la. Fractal, absolutely gorgeous. Ooh, Mariah Carey, the Rainbow Tour. I have definitely spent some nights cranking stick to Mariah back in the day. If you grew up at all in the early 2000s, that's an absolute crank stick essential. Black Sabbath, Born Again, super cooked. The sleeves are cut, but I was doing some polling on a Whatnot live recently, and I asked whether or not I should cut the sleeves all the way, whether I should leave the sleeves half cut like this, or whether I should try to do a sleeve replacement, which would be hard to do because you want to find one that kind of matches the fit of this tee. The Whatnot family has voted, they have spoken, and they decided to keep it like this. You guys can let me know your opinions in the comments down below, but super cooked out. Black Sabbath, Born Again. Then I got the Black Sabbath Last Supper reunion tour. If you look closely, I think you can actually see Ozzy right there. Speaking of doubling up on band tees, we got another Marilyn Manson. It says Got Violence in the Got Milk font. So far I got the Got Meth and the Got Perks Got Milk parody tees. Beautiful Leonard Skinner. Nice and slim fit, little 80s joint. This thing is gorgeous. One of my favorite Leonard Skinner graphics. There's also this one. This one will probably get sold. Ooh, the Peter Gabriel. This will be for sale because I have 2 of them. Then we have a 9 Inch Nails. I have no idea what is up with this tee. This graphic, I have only seen it twice. Pearl Jam Stickman tee, which will be for sale because I already have my all-time grail Pearl Jam. I bought these pants before Vegas. I'll show the pants and the jackets off in just a moment. We got the beautifully faded Incubus, which will also be for sale December 7th during the personal collection sale. I'm telling you, go bookmark the show. We are oh so close to 1,000 bookmarks. In fact, by the time you are watching this, we already might have hit 1,000 bookmarks. We were at 980 bookmarks. 70s Motorhead fits me amazing. Insane fade throughout. Beautiful. The Brian Jonestown Massacre, good band. And then of course, the Guns N' Roses, which this is the sleeveless. This right here is an all-time grail. And I have currently tracked down a cropped, boxy, sleeved one. So I will soon have a sleeveless and sleeved version of this shirt. But yeah, that's enough with the Banty category. Next, we'll start with some of the recent art tees. We already showed off the Roy Lichtenstein. We have a beautifully faded Jean-Michel Basquiat. Looks like it was on a Blue Bar Gildan. So yeah, probably like early 2000s, maybe late 90s. I just love the fade and the graphic. Not one you see very often. Basquiat, 1998 Cassius Clay. Fits me perfectly. Here we have the Alex Gray AOP art tee. This thing is insane. Alex Gray is the artist that did a lot of the stuff for Tool. He does a lot of this type of artwork. It's like psychedelic type art. This is kind of like an art tee. I don't know, it's really like a marathon tee. Bicycle marathon art tee. Ooh, this is one of my favorite pickups from Portland Thrift Con. You have these like yin yangs, kind of like very fractal-esque. Once again, fits your boy nice and slim. The Where the Wild Things Are. I do not know if this is for the cartoon. No one knows what this shirt is from, but super sick art on the front. Nice, boxy, vintage puss head. No, it's not a Metallica, okay? I know that the Metallica band tees are often synonymous with the puss head art tees because obviously a lot of the Metallica band tees use puss head art. I actually wanted this for quite some time. I got it for a good price on Whatnot on the silver Brockham. This tag will often fit short and boxy, so if you are short statured like myself, that is a good tag to keep an eye out for. Ooh yeah, this right here is a beauty. This is a 1994 Ed Roth Rat Fink. I do have the OG Rat Fink logo, but that tee is currently perfectly folded in one of those crates behind me, and I do not feel like unfolding it, so instead I will just show you what the OG RF Rat Fink logo looks like, since I also happen to have a metal statue. This doesn't really fit any of the categories, but Rolling Stone. Ooh, the single stitch photography art tee. I rarely ever see cool photography tees. Absolutely insane, super cool to see. Single stitch. On the sleeve it says International Center of Photography. It does fit me a little bit big. Random little infinity sign tee. It says you are here. Beautiful 80s fractal art tee with a little back hit. Here's a cool little 80s art tee. This is another one that needs to be oxy. The Frank Lloyd Falling Water Architecture tee, single stitch on the Hanes Beefy. Oh yes sir, look at this. Holy, I've had a lot of people hit me up and try to purchase this t-shirt. Well, let me tell you, I paid a lot for it, so it is not for sale. I bought this shirt for $400. Yes, I know that sounds absurd if you are not into tees or into designer furniture, I guess. All these different like iconic chairs that have been recreated or copied throughout the years. USA made from 1997. Another muscle tee. I bought something off my boy Thrift Lord site and he threw this in the package, so I appreciate it. That is an excellent gift. This is technically a band tee, but I kept it because of the art. Beat Temple. Never heard of this band, but just the art on this one is super sick, which is why it made it to the personal collection. And then the last one, the Stephen King art tee. It took me forever to figure out who this was. I have seen this one other time and I remembered seeing it, but I couldn't remember what it was. I did a reverse image search, couldn't find anything. I kept looking. I guess after Googling enough different like word combinations for this art style and tee, I eventually finally found the artist and found that this was a rendition of Stephen King. I guess this probably should have actually been in the art tee category as well. I just got this. This is a mosquito head test print. Always use global vibrators for my hard to reach places and they're guaranteed to satisfy. This art style is kind of reminiscent of Roy Lichtenstein too. Java Junkie, Olympia Beer art tee. There's also, what? Oh, there it is. See that little mark? Oxypile. Kiss Me, I'm Irish, Mickey's Malt Liquor. This is the only ringer I have ever found and tried on and liked the way it fit. For anyone who's into aromatherapy, we got a nice little aromatherapy t-shirt. This is super random, but I love this shirt. I may rise, but I refuse to shine. If you guys know, I have Rise and Shine tattooed down my spine. Bars! Because my mom used to always sing, rise and shine, give God the glory, glory, when I would wake up as a child. And my mom also broke her back when she was 16 and confined to a wheelchair for 9 months and told she was never gonna be able to walk again. So that's why I got Rise and Shine tattooed down my spine, and someone texted me while I was explaining that. The Fuck It Man tee is gorgeous, and I've never seen it, and I don't really want to sell it. It fits me way too big, so it may get sold, but it may not. I don't even want to make any promises. Uzi does it. Crack a Bible, get high on Jesus. Einstein discovers that time is actually money. Look at those formulas. I don't dial 911. There are many variations of this shirt, but this one is thrashed and thin and gorgeous. I cannot figure out who this lady is, but for some reason she was on a world tour in 1991 and she made some shirts. Could be a stripper, could be a prostitute, a 90s version of an OnlyFans model. I have no idea who this lady is, but super random shirt, and I like it. This next one is hilarious. If this is your brain on drugs, this is your brain with 2 strips of bacon and a slice of toast. Nice little Prozac smiley face tee. This actually needs to go through another oxy cycle. Speaking of the smiley face tees, I don't really know if I explained this one, but a lot of people hit me up trying to buy this when I got this. As you can see, it's a smiley face that is shot in the forehead, and it says, "Don't worry, be happy." Oh man, I wish this was smaller. This may make it to the personal live sale. It says, "The window shopping is great in New York City," and you have homie getting robbed. All right, the next 4 tees are insane. I did find the original graphic. I don't know what this is from, but it says, "One bang, you are dead." These next 3 tees, people always think it's weird on Whatnot. I tend to ask for heroin tees, and I collect them. So if you have any heroin tees, hit me up on Instagram, Thriftrow, THRIFTROW. That will be somewhere on the screen. And while you're following me on Instagram, you might as well follow me on Whatnot as well, which is also Thriftrow, THRIFTROW. Like I said earlier, top link in the description. Make sure that when you click that link, you go to that page and you bookmark the show for December 7th, and you might as well bookmark all the other shows as well. We go live every single Thursday, and I'm telling you, we sell bangers every single Thursday. H is for heroin. This is a book cover. I have not read the book yet, but I probably will now that I own this t-shirt. This is technically, I don't know if it's a heroin tee. I asked around because I didn't know where the graphic came from. Some people said they think it's a Don Rock graphic. Have these needles and switchblades printed on both sides, single stitch, absolute grail that I got from my brother Roday. And then of course, the Ben and Sid. It says, Canada official drug supplier of the '88 Olympics. You have Sid Vicious with a belt around his arm and a needle not too far beneath it. And then you have Ben, which I guess I wasn't too familiar with before getting this shirt. I don't know if he was actually caught, but I guess the rumor was, or something happened where I guess he used steroids in the '88 Olympics, which is why it says official drug supplier of the '88 Olympics. And then it says shooting for the gold, Ben and Sid. The fact that someone made this is crazy. Now, that's a lot of tees. It's mostly tees, I know. But of course, it is approaching winter time. I have copped a couple new jackets and a couple pairs of pants. We got this USA made polo Ralph Lauren denim jacket. You see like the little Western hint on the back with the corduroy collar. This thing fits me nice and boxy, nice and wide. We have 2 synchillas to add to the collection. This style, obviously somewhat popularized or known from the Patagonias. I actually don't know if I have any Patagonias in my personal. I have 2 Woolrich, which this one right here is a Woolrich. You got the 3-stripe Hudson's Bay pattern. This pattern's been used by a lot of different brands, but originated, I believe, with Hudson's Bay. I also have a Pendleton blanket that has that pattern as well. Speaking of Pendleton, look at that. Ooh. I got this on Whatnot for like $20. $20! I also got, oh wait, speaking of $20, I can't believe I almost filmed this entire video without showing this off. This was an insane steal. I guess I probably should have saved this for like a Whatnot unboxing, which I have been setting pieces aside for, but $20, $20. I've already been offered 100, but I can't sell it yet because I need it for an unboxing. Back to the scheduled programming. We have the Megadeth. This actually might get sold. It's on the Art Mode tag. The thing is amazing, and I love this hoodie. You guys will have to tune in on December 7th to find out. We got the North Face Extreme. I got this for like 20 bucks. Nice color blocking. I've said this literally since I've had this YouTube channel. I love the North Face, and that still has not changed. Then we also have some old Stussy pants. These kind of have like a nice little cropped fit. And then these Levi's, which I am oh so excited to try on. Yeah, these things fit perfect. Didn't even show you guys this Gramici PK long sleeve. Grimacy? I don't know. I think it's Gramici. Is another recent addition to the personal collection. And it is short and perfect for when I'm wearing a wool pullover. Because sometimes these wool pullovers will itch a little bit. It might feel kind of random that I'm out here. I didn't really explain. I feel like for the last like 2 months on the channel, it's been like me cashing out like crazy, which I like doing. Obviously, I like clothes. I like opening clothes, but I've always tried to sprinkle in other things, other pieces of content into the channel. When my brother Paul was living out here, I actually tried just straight vlogging, like no clothing content at all. I've always really wanted to make more outdoors content. The cozy wool pullover with the coffee and the fall leaves is giving me mom vibes. Now all I need is a uterus and a little baby blog, and I'm ready to become a mommy blogger. I have some things that I want to do over the next couple years. Normally I don't like saying what I'm working on, primarily because I'm afraid that I'm gonna fail, and then I have all these people that will see me fail. But I want to start talking about the things that I'm working on personally. That way, if I fail to do them, I can be held accountable. One, I would like to incorporate more nature, more outdoors into the content. Two, in the next couple months, preferably within the month, I can get like a studio space where I can run the online business, the thrifting, the reselling, all of that out of that space. And then three, I would like to get on the road again and travel state to state, because when I'm here working, focusing on making money, kind of look back at those times and I am so grateful that I got that opportunity, and I would like to do it again. But in the meantime, I get to enjoy the beautiful Pacific Northwest, and hopefully, like I said, I can incorporate more of that into the content. I probably won't be able to get a uterus though, so it probably will not be a mommy blog situation. It's starting to get dark a lot earlier here in Washington. It is not even 5 o'clock and it's already getting dark outside. The one thing that I do not like about being home is that it gets dark so freaking early here in Washington. It feels like you just have way less time in the day. While I was taking my little stroll, I realized that I didn't actually show you guys all the pieces. There's actually a couple other pieces that I don't think I've shown off on video. For example, this hookups single stitch on a red bar anvil. Red eyes, I got these forever ago. I don't know if I've ever shown these off on video. They're not really wearable, but just a super sick piece to have in the collection. Hookups shoes. The shirt came from my boy Rode. We did a little trade, and the shoes were actually a gift from the Sneak City fam. I also did not show this off. This is a little anti-Nazi tee. I don't really like to get too political on the channel, but I think we can all agree that Nazis suck. This is a super cool Malcolm X and Martin Luther King t-shirt. I love the big art sketches of both of them on the front and back. I also added this Green Day basket case to the collection. This is a super sick one, and because I added that to the collection, I am forcing myself to get rid of a personal that I got in a video a long time ago. This is the Green Day Dookie tee. This is actually not a personal. This Blink-182 tee will actually be auctioned off in tomorrow's Whatnot live stream. But these two crew necks underneath, this beautifully faded Russell Athletic. I don't remember where I got that. I think I got that on Whatnot. And then the Tacoma Rainiers sports vintage crew neck, distressing around the collar, way too big, but it's a local team. Now the last piece that I'm gonna show you guys, I almost didn't even want to put in the video because I don't really want to remind my homie that I have it, because he always bothers me to get it, and if I ever get rid of it, that is where it will be. But I got this beautifully faded Stussy t-shirt. I wish you could see, I don't know, the lighting kind of sucks, but you can see like some paint stains. The fade is crazy. USA made, single stitch, 90s Stussy with the little Stussy sleeve hit right there. I also want to say, like, just because I do a lot of vintage videos, that doesn't mean that I'm not still buying streetwear and other things. Like, I don't just like what I show off on YouTube. I think people will see a comment or a video and they will think that they have an idea of who this person that is commenting / making this video is. It can be with something as unimportant as clothing, and it can be even for more important things, you know? Earlier I talked about how I will ask about heroin teas. Some people think that's weird or a little off-putting. They don't really get to know why, they just kind of judge. Personally, I don't partake in any drugs, so it's not like I'm looking for myself. That being said, drugs have had a very harmful impact on my life. I've talked about this before. My brother died nodding off on heroin. I've lost a lot of family and friends to drug use, and I like getting pieces that kind of make light, or I don't know, make this very serious situation less serious. I love social media for the opportunities it's given me. I would not have anything that I have without you guys watching my videos, so I do appreciate it. If you are still watching, of course, comment crank stick essential. Shout out to every single person that commented on the last video. But I do want to say, if you watch this channel, if you guys take away anything, maybe judge people a little less, get to know people a little more. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it from the top and bottom of my heart. I cannot say thank you enough, but I will say thank you one more time. Thank you, I appreciate you. And December 7th, the personal live sale is activated. I am excited, I'm nervous, kind of worried. I'm gonna have to say goodbye to some pieces that I'm gonna miss, but it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I already said that, and I said one more time, so I cannot say it again. Anyways, as always, keep living the star life. Peace.
Listen closely.